Welcome to this biology video lecture. We learning unit 3 physiology and topic respiration and circulation. In this topic, in previous video we learn about the regulation of breathing, and in this video we are going to learn about the common disorder of respiratory system. The common disorder of respiratory system include emphysema, chronic bronchitis, acute bronchitis, sinusitis, laryngitis, pneumonia, asthma, and occupational respiratory disorder, which includes silicosis and asbestosis. So the first disorder is emphysema. It is a lung condition that causes shortness of breath. In people with emphysema, the air sac, that is called as alveoli, are damaged. These are damaged alveoli. Over time, the inner wall of air sac ruptured and weakened, creating a larger spaces instead of a small space. These are small space here, small alveoli are there, and due to ruptured and weakened alveoli, the large spaces are created. So this reduces the surface area of lungs and in turn the amount of oxygen that reaches to the bloodstream. When we exhale, the damaged alveoli don't work properly and the old air become trapped, leaving no space or room for fresh oxygen rich air to enter. The symptoms include breakdown of alveoli and shortness of breath. Sometimes you can have emphysema for many years without noticing any sign or symptoms. You may start avoiding activities that cause you to be a short breath, so symptoms doesn't become problematic until it starts interfering with daily tasks. The causes of this disorder include the exposure to airborne irritants. The long-term exposure to airborne irritants includes the tobacco smoking, air pollution, chemical fumes and dust, and the preventive measures or treatment to this disorder are quit smoking, don't smoke, avoid breathing second-hand smoke. What is second-hand smoke? It is a smoke that has been exhaled or breathed out by a person smoking. It is also called as a second-hand smoke is smoke from the burning tobacco products such as cigarettes, cigar and pipes. So another treatments include avoid polluted air, then administer oxygen to relieve symptoms. Next disorder is chronic bronchitis. Now what is bronchitis? Bronchitis is an inflammation of the lining of bronchial tube. These are bronchi. These are lining of bronchial tube, and this is inflammation of bronchi. These bronchi become thick and the mucus is increases in the lumen of this bronchi. The bronchitis may be either acute or chronic. Now the difference between chronic and acute bronchitis is The acute bronchitis develops from a cold or other respiratory infection and often improves within the few days without lasting effect. Now, chronic bronchitis is a more serious condition that develops over time rather than striking suddenly. The symptoms last for several months or years also. The constant inflammation in the lining of bronchiole tube causes excessive amount of sticky mucus to build up in the airway. So these restrict the amount of airflow going into and out of the lungs. The blockage in airflow gets worse over time, resulting in breathing difficulties and increased mucus production in the lungs. Many people who have chronic bronchitis eventually develops emphysema. The symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath. The another symptoms which also include the persistent heavy cough that brings up mucus from the lungs. The mucus may be yellow, green or white. The symptoms include fatigue, fever and chill. The causes of this disorder is smoking and air pollution. The treatment given to this disease, we can quit smoking, avoid polluted air, and if possible move to the warmer and drier climate. The next disorder is acute bronchitis. Acute bronchitis is also known as chest cold. It is short-term bronchitis. It is inflammation of bronchi of lungs. So these are bronchi, and here the inflammation of bronchi is there. The infection may last for few to 10 days. The most common symptoms are cough, coughing up mucus, wheezing, shortness of breath and fever. The causes of this disorder is viral infection as well as bacterial infection. The treatment given in this disorder, if it is bacterial infection, then take antibiotics, cough medicines, and we can also use vaporizer. The next disorder is sinusitis. Now sinusitis is the infection causes your sinuses and nasal passages to become inflamed, and this inflammation is called sinusitis. The sinuses are small air pockets located behind your forehead. Behind your forehead, these are sinuses. It also present in the nose, cheekbone here, and in between the eyes here. The sinuses produced mucus, which is a thin and flowing liquid that protects the body by trapping the moving germ inside the sinuses, and they move the germ away from sinuses. The causes of the causes of this disorder are the viral infection and bacterial infection. The symptoms include inflammation of sinuses and mucus discharge. The excess mucus is common. If you have a cold or allergies, this mucus buildup can become thick and encourage bacteria and other germs to build up in your sinus cavity. So the most sinus infections are viral and go away in week or in 2 weeks without any treatment. The symptoms includes the inflammation of the sinuses and mucus discharge. These are common symptoms. These symptoms are similar to the symptoms occur in common cold, and they include the decrease in sense of smell. It includes fever, stuffy or runny nose, headache from sinus pressure, and fatigue, as well as cough. The treatment given to this disorder, if the infection is bacterial, then take antibiotics and decontagions. We can also use vaporizer. The next disorder is laryngitis. Laryngitis is an inflammation of our voice box, that is larynx. This is voice box. This is vocal cord. Now, the laryngitis is the inflammation of voice box from overuse. If we use our vocal cord for long time, for singing or for talking, then they become swell up. Due to infection, due to irritation, this vocal cord also swell up, which distorts the sound. The symptoms include the inflammation of larynx, vocal cord, sore throat, hoarseness of voice, and mucus buildup and cough. So these are symptoms of laryngitis. The causes, it include viral infection and bacterial infection. The treatment given, if it is bacterial infection, then take antibiotics and cough medicine. We can take a voice rest and avoid irritant like smoke. So these are treatment given to this laryngitis disorder. The next disorder is pneumonia. Now pneumonia is an infection in one or both lungs. The bacteria, viruses and fungi cause this infection or cause pneumonia. The infection causes inflammation in the air sacs in our lungs, which are called as alveoli. The alveoli fill with fluid or pus, making it difficult to breathe. So the germs that cause pneumonia are contagious, remember. This means they can spread from person to person. The symptoms include the coughing that may produce bulgum, that is mucus. It includes fever, sweating or chill, shortness of breath, chest pain, fatigue, loss of appetite, nausea or vomiting, and headache. The symptoms can vary according to your age and general health. The causative agents are viruses and bacteria. Due to viral infection and bacterial infection, the pneumonia is there. The treatment given to this disorder, we can consult physician immediately. We take antibiotics, cough medicine and stay warm. The next disorder is asthma. Now asthma is an inflammatory disease of the airway to the lungs. It makes breathing difficult and makes some physical activities challenging or even impossible. Now asthma symptoms occurs when the lining of your airways swell and the muscles around them tighten. So mucus then fills the airway, which further reduces the amount of air that can pass through. This condition can then brings on an asthma attack, and the coughing and tightness in your chest, that's typical of the asthma. Okay, so this is about asthma. The causes of asthma: the person who have allergy to pollen grains, some allergic foods and food additives, or also pet hairs, the hairs of cat, dogs, etc. Okay. Then the treatment given to the disease: we can use inhalant to open passageways and avoid irritant. The last disorder is occupational respiratory disorder, which include silicosis and asbestosis. Now, occupational lung diseases are work related. These are work related lung conditions that have been caused or made worse by the materials. A person is exposed to within a workplace, so it includes the silicosis and asbestosis. The symptoms of this disorder: inflammation, fibrosis and lung damage. The causes: the person who long term exposed to the dust particle like silica and asbestos develop this disorder. Also the particles during occupation or at the workplace. The treatment or preventive measures for this disorder: the person who can work at risk area use protective mask and gear during the work. So this is about a respiratory disorder. Nowadays one respiratory disorder is there, which is the largest pandemic in the world, that is COVID-19, coronavirus. This coronavirus also attack on our respiratory system. So you can collect the information about this coronavirus, the structure of coronavirus, the causes, then the symptoms and preventive measures and treatment given to this disorder, that is COVID-19, corona. Thank you.